Good morning, my name is Abby and this is Craft Studio, and just wanted to pop on and share what I have been working on. I really wanted to get out a video last week, but it didn't happen, so hopefully I can get through this one today. I have lots to go over. I just was looking at the calendar. I can't believe it's January. Actually, it's almost the middle of January, isn't it? Almost. Yeah, it's going by way too fast. Way too fast. Okay. So what have I been working on? I don't even know what to start with. I guess I'll share about my little teddy bear first. If you recall in my last video, I said I might have something done, and I do. So this is my little knit teddy bear. This is Jerome, and I just think he's so cute. And this is knit with scraps of sock yarn, so it's really nice and soft, and the colors are just really nice. I just think they're beautiful. And I crocheted this little cape for him with his initial on it because he wants to be a superhero, so he can fly. Oh! That's why I put this little string on him, so that he can fly. I can take this off if I want to. It doesn't have to be on, but I just thought that was cute. This is Amelia's little brother. So if you recall Amelia, this was my first knit teddy bear, and so this is her little brother. And I used the plastic safety eyes and nose for Amelia, and for Jerome, I took the little string off, but I think this cape is so cute, and I put a little J on there for him. I used different safety eyes and nose for him. Used clear eyes and a black nose. For Amelia, I used brown, the brown eyes and brown nose, but I think they're so cute. These are from the same pattern, from the same book. They're two different sizes, but as you can see, I decided to make Jerome a little scrappy. I decided to make him, all different colors, and I made Amelia in all the same colors. But yeah, I think they're really cute. And Amelia has less time now because she has to keep an eye on her little brother, who is always trying to get into things and save the day, as he is a superhero. So there they are. Alright, so that is one finished object. Maybe I can put Jerome right there, and Amelia right here. May have to move a couple things to get there. There we go. Okay. Alright, so that's one thing that I finished. Let me share. This is now I did not make these blocks, but I completed them. I stitched them together and then put the border on. And this is I think it's rose and pineapple afghan. And the blocks were given to me from my quilting group that I was going to. There were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 7 blocks total, and I tried to make more to make it a full-size afghan. But of course I didn't have a pattern. I thought I found the pattern online, but it did have some variations in it, and I tried to work them out, but it didn't go so well. So what I ended up doing, I ended up ripping it back and just putting the blocks together that were given to me, that were provided, and it basically made a lapghan. Once I stitch it together and put on this border, which I used the border that was in the pattern that I found, and I think it's very pretty. I think it really looks lacy and antique, and I just love it. but it made a lapghan. Basically, it covers like my waist down to my feet, and it's perfect for sitting in my recliner and, you know, working on whatever I'm working on. And I had one block left, and I put the border around that, and I thought I could make a pillow with this. I have a pillow form, and so, but I don't know what I'm going to do because it won't fit around the entire pillow. So I don't know if I might have to make another one to fit on the back, or I might just make it bigger and just kind of wrap it around it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So that's one thing I finished. Oh, I also finished my Hydrangea Stripe afghan from Attic 24, and I will share that. Oh, it's so nice to have this done. It was pretty much 3/4 of the way done, and I ended up deciding to finish it very quickly for my daughter for Christmas, and she loves it. She really likes all the different colors. There's the border, very simple border, and it's very long, and it's very soft, and I washed it, and anyway, she loves it. So the yarn pack and the pattern I purchased from Wool Warehouse, and I will put a link down below if you're interested. And I have some yarn left. I actually, when I started crocheting, I made it too long. So it's actually supposed to be a twin size. It's supposed to be longer than it is wide, and I made it wider. So anyway, my daughter uses it long ways, but that's okay. It's still beautiful, and it's still soft and lovely. So we are very happy. I'm very happy. She's happy. We're all happy. Okay. So that in turn got me motivated to work on my other daughter's afghan, which is the solid color spectacle. So I put some more stitches on that, and as you can see, it is not the same. I started out making this pattern, which is, I think it's supposed to be flowers, but I don't know if I'm reading the pattern wrong or if the pattern is got some errors in it. I'm not sure, but the stitch counts were not matching up with the rows, and it was very confusing. I mean, I could work it out. I could make it work to how it's even. They're evenly spaced. I could make it work, but I couldn't follow the pattern and make it work. It was very odd. So it really made it, I wasn't motivated to work on it because it really took concentration, because I don't want them all over the place and then the edges not being lined up, right? So it really took a lot of concentration to get it right, and that made me not want to work on it, because a lot of the time that I do my crafting, there's other things going on around me that I kind of have to keep tabs on, if you understand that. So anyway, what I decided to do, because I don't want to not finish it, I already promised it to my middle daughter, I just started doing whatever stitch came to my mind. I did some puff stitches, I did some cross trebles, I did some double crochet, single crochet, I did some puff stitches up here, I did some front post and back post, I did half doubles, and then I did these chains, some lace work. I mean, I just did whatever came into my mind. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just going to be like a sampler afghan so that I can finish it, and the yarn is very soft and very beautiful, and I want to use it. I want to finish it, and I think I will have more success finishing it than this way than trying to figure out the pattern. So that's that. Okay. Let me share this awesome book with you that I purchased. I purchased it used off of, I think it was Amazon, The Making of a Rag Doll, and got some very, very cool tips and ideas from this. This is by Jess Brown, and she has been making dolls You can find her on her website, jessbrown.com. I think she's based in California. But anyway, she's been making rag dolls for a very long time. She has a shop, but they're offered in shops all around the world. And anyway, got some very good tips and ideas from her and patterns, stuff that I want to try. But one of the things that I thought was very cool, she uses tea to dye some of the fabric for the skin tones to make variations in the skin tones. So they're not just all pale, like this. You can have different skin tone colors. So I actually tried that. I gave it a try. So I will show you what happened. I actually, it caused me to look up on YouTube of dyeing with coffee as well. So I did try that. So basically when you're making the doll, you start with the muslin, which is just one basic color, okay? I dyed it with tea, and this is what it came out as. So big difference. This is undyed. This is dyed with tea. And I just used black tea, tea bags, put it in on the stove with boiling water and just let it sit all day. And then this is was dyed. I dyed with coffee grounds, and this one didn't turn out so dark. It is still darker than the undyed, as you can see. But I was hoping it would color better, but it didn't. But that's okay. I am going to try again to see if I can get a little bit more color. But I really like the variation, and I still need to iron it. But so I let it soak pretty much all day, and then I squeezed out the excess water and hung it to dry. And I just used some scraps this time just to see how it would turn out and what I liked and what I didn't like. So, but there are some other ways to dye fabric naturally. I'm using spices and things in your kitchen that I've been watching videos on here on YouTube. So I really want to try blueberries, turmeric, and what was the other one? There was one other one, but anyway, I really want to try these and just see how they turn out, how they dye the fabric, different shades. So, there you go. So you don't have all the dolls looking the same. You want a little variation. That's Lily up there, by the way. This is Faith. This is Alice. This is Percy. And I was using Percy as a pincushion, but I just think he's too cute to use as a pincushion, so he is back here. And when I made him in the bottom, so he stands up, I put beans in there, but the beans didn't really work. So what I did was I took the bottom off, took the beans out, and filled it with rice and stitched the bottom back on. So now he stands up much better, and I just think he's so cute. So Percy is back in here with us. And then, of course, my chicken and rooster are back there, too. So, anyway, okay. Let me share my dolls. I've got some dolls to share with you. Very, very excited. So, what I've been doing, I've been trying different doll patterns and watching lots and lots of videos. I've been watching any video I can find on YouTube on doll making. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find what works the best as far as the pattern pieces, how they're put together, and what is the easiest, and then as far as accessories. Now with Lily and Alice, I used fabric for their instead of the muslin, I use fabric for the body and for the legs, so it looks like they are dressed. It looks like they have a dress and tights on. So I wanted to make a doll that was just all muslin, just, you know. So this was the doll that I made, and her body As you can see, her arms, her legs are all muslin. And then I made this dress to put over the top of her. So her, and I stitch on this little heart. I think that's a cute idea. I got that from a video I watched too. I think I'm going to use some felt to maybe make, you know, a little thing, you know, just some knickers or something. But anyway, I made her all skin tone color, I guess, if you want to call it. But and I made her arms and legs shorter, as you can see, than Alice and Lily both have pretty long legs and arms. So I wanted to just try, I'm just trying things to see how they work. And so I made her legs shorter, her arms shorter, and I gave her the fabric hair. I did knit this little kerchief to put on her head, which I think is really cute. And then I crocheted these little shoes for her to keep her little feet warm. So I used just scraps of sock yarn for that. And then I made this little dress for her. And it's just a little piece of elastic up here. So very simple. But anyway, this is Verbena. This is Verbena. So welcome, Verbena. Thank you. I'll sit her up there. I think she is so cute. Okay. All right. So my next doll, this is Gemma, and she is very similar to Alice and Lily. The only thing I did different, I made her legs straight instead of curled in like Lily and Alice. So I made her legs straight. I made her arms straight. These are a little curved, if you can see that. But also, I stitched her arms on the outside of the body, just hand stitched, so she had a little bit more movement for her arms, where this is stitched into the seam. As you can see, when I sew all the way around, it's stitched in there. And it can still move. It's not that it's not movable, but I just, like I said, I'm just trying to see what works and what doesn't, and what I like. I put some pretty lace on her dress. Oh, and instead of the muslin for her arms, so it makes it look like she has a sleeveless dress, I gave her sleeves, so to match her dress. So it looks, she looks all warm and cozy. And I used felt for her hair. I really like that. I really do. I have decided I like the felt for the hair. For Verbena, I use fabric for her hair. Oh, thought I saw something fall down. Anyway, I used fabric for Verbena's hair. I'll just take her kerchief off, and I gave her a little something up here, but it didn't match her dress, so I had to cover it up. So anyway, there you go. And it's not that I don't like it, I do like it, but it's just, you know, more texture, I guess, and I think the felt looks fuller. So anyway, I did stitch the legs differently on the bottom as well. From, if you can tell the difference, these are stitched inside the seam. These are stitched inside but not on the seam. So anyway, I think I do like that way better. I do. So that is Gemma. This is Gemma. I think she's so cute. So, okay. And then my last doll, last but not least, this is, and I haven't weaved in the ends for her scarf yet. I'm wondering if I should put some fringe on her little scarf. I think that would look cute. This is Dasha, and she is my sophisticated doll. As you can see, she's got a little purse I made with this very cool yarn that was given to me. Very fluffy, very hairy yarn, but I just thought it was adorable. It made a very cute crossbody shoulder bag or crossbody bag, and I put the button on. And yeah, I made this little scarf that I still need to weave in the ends for. I made hers these little mittens, which I think is so cute. And I made this sweater she's wearing. I'll turn it around so you can see the back. I made that little sweater. I even put some beads. I sewed these beads on after I made the sweater, just around the edge, just to give it a little bling. And then also her top, which is a sleeveless top, because her arms I also stitched on myself, hand stitched, and I couldn't, because of the way they're it's hard to explain. But anyway, so I made a sleeveless top. This is out of sock yarn also. And then this little skirt was a mitten, the end of a mitten that I did not finish, and I just bound it off and bind it off or whatever, finished it off and put it on her. So I'm going to make her either a skirt or some pants, not sure which, but I did give her legs some of this very light plaid fabric, so it kind of looks skin tonish, but could also be, you know, tights if I wanted it to. But anyway, she's very fancy. So this is Dasha, and I think I might put something in her hair too. I haven't decided yet, but I'm still working on her. These are still not finished. I'm always adding and getting ideas and stuff. It's very fun. This is another little sweater I made, and it is from Jada and Stitches tutorial. It's actually a sweater ornament, but I made these sweaters for dolls, and this is the first one I made, and I even put beads on this one, if you can see the beads there on the edges, but it was too small, so I had to use a bigger hook, and I made this was the second one I made, and it did fit her. So it kind of makes her arms stick out. Her arms are supposed to lay flat, or lay flat at her side, but the sweater made them stick out. So anyway, she's still cute though. But these sweaters are so fun to make, and they're really easy. And I will include the tutorial down below if you're interested. I just think they're adorable. Okay. I think that's all I have to share with you today. So I do have a video that I will pop in at the end, just some odds and ends of things that I filmed as I was doing them. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy crafting. Thank you for watching. God bless. Take care.